My name is Lauren Miller, and I am the assistant manager of the Global Cafe. The Global Cafe is the local cafe inside Mosaic Church, and all of our proceeds go to supporting the mission efforts of going global, and primarily we fund the medical and dental clinic that's located in Africa. So when Global Cafe first started, our primary vision was to be able to support our clinic, and we set a goal in the beginning of, hey, we would like to do this amount this year, and we have been exceeding that amount every single year. So every dollar that is spent in the cafe goes directly back to missions, specifically TJ's House. Our job is to fund that clinic every year. So we are helping buy them new supplies and pay for the employment of the doctor that's there, for the nurses that are there. We really have a vision of how do we want to see TJ's House grow, and what can we do here on our side in the cafe to support that missions work. A normal Sunday in the Global Cafe is typically very, very busy. We are making coffee, we're making different types of milkshakes and smoothies, and we serve fresh sandwiches and pastries every Sunday. During the week time, typically we're working on restocking and making sure that we have everything ready and set for Sunday. Primarily all of our volunteers come through Discover Mosaic first. That's a prerequisite to volunteer in the cafe. You get on-site training. So we have different people who specialize in different departments or stations, if you will, of the cafe, who will work with you as a shadow. So you'll shadow your first 2 times, and we work with you on just the flow of the cafe and then the stations that you're going to be working in, teaching you the ins and outs, and we have recipes posted and a full manual to help you kind of get acclimated. You can work the register one week, you can work barista the next time you serve. You just have to be trained in any of the areas that you want. We start everybody out in support and then kind of give them grace from there if they want to step out into another role, then they're totally free to do that. So we have several different places that someone can serve in the cafe. So if you like being up front and center, the cash register is the perfect spot for you. Our cashier is responsible for taking all of the orders and handing you your number, so you know when your order is going to be coming up. If you like to be more behind the scenes, we have a support worker, and that person is primarily responsible for handing out sandwiches or drink items that are coming up. They have a super important job of kind of supporting all the other team members. We have a smoothie maker. We call them our master smoothie makers. They're responsible for making all of our protein shakes, and during the summer they'll make fresh pressed juices and strawberry mango smoothies, things like that. We have a frap maker. That station is pretty busy. All they make is fraps and milkshakes during the summertime. So their primary responsibility is to learn the recipes for the 4 different types of drinks that we make in that station, make them, and then hand them out. The barista is probably one of the busiest stations that we have. Their primary responsibility is for making all of our hot and cold iced coffees. They make vanilla chai lattes, things like that, but we have a full recipe book for them to follow, and once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. So those are all of the roles that we have. We do take on other volunteers. We have some people who are like, hey, I'll just come in and clean for you guys while you work. So some impromptu roles, if you will, but those are the primary ones that we have. So obviously working in the cafe, you become extremely close with everyone that you work with. We become like family, and I have made some personally great friends in there through my time working there. So it's a great place to connect with new people. Plus you get to meet new people that are attending the church that maybe you've never seen before or spoken before. Just that little greeting of, hey, here's your coffee, or hope you enjoy service is great. As far as our team aspect goes, every year we have a big Christmas party together. We love to come together, play games, and give gifts and just recognize our outstanding volunteers. As well as we like to provide, one-day trainings where we can all come together, kind of vision cast together on where the cafe is going or how can we improve, because we want your input too as a worker. of if you think, hey, this recipe might work great, or hey, I think we should implement XYZ. We really want the feedback of all of our volunteers. So we try to have meetings together and just build community with who you're working with, because you're with these people for, you know, a couple hours every Sunday. So we're huge on our team aspect. For me personally, I love working in the cafe, and it has made a huge impact on my life. I've been able to obviously work in there for the past couple of years, and then this year I got to actually see what all of my hard work has, you know, really done by taking a trip to Africa and really seeing how this money that is donated here into our cafe every Sunday really truly impacts the lives of so many who are getting medical and dental treatment in TJ's house, and their free care would not be possible without a lot of the work that happens here in the cafe. So while it may just seem like a, you know, small fun task of making a coffee every Sunday or handing out sandwiches or, you know, just greeting people, it's a much larger picture that I have been so blessed to be a part of and actually go and see what the cafe does, and I think that's a great thing to be a part of. For anyone who's thinking about joining our team, we would love to have you on board, and we will do our best to take in your feedback, and I would just say try it. You know, if you don't like it and it's not for you, that's okay, but we would love for you to come in and just see what it's like behind the counter and just give it a try and see what you think. Thanks for hanging out with me today. My name is Lauren Miller, and I'm the assistant manager of the Global Cafe. So if you're interested in serving, come and see us on a Sunday, and thanks for taking an inside look at the Global Cafe.